Good evening, I'm Adventure Argonaut. This is Sovereign Syndicate. I'm starting the stream late today, so let's see how long can I go. But of course, first checking my streams that they are working. Yes, was some cleaning and stuff to do beforehand. Tedious crap. I managed to sneak away and start my stream finally. And okay, it seems to be working. All the streams are working. That's very good. Okay, let's load the game. Having been roughly roused from drunken oblivion in Beggar's Lane, a masked stranger compelled. Yeah. We probably read this last time. So yeah, we are at the docks, the wharf. We were talking with the Spanish guy last time, I believe. Yes, Felipe, was that his name? Ferry schedule. So that could be somebody's name. Ferry schedule. What's going on? The steam ferry departs from here, taking those who can afford a ticket or those who can sneak on board up and down the Thames. Okay. So do we have to take the ferry at some point? Alright, so what are we supposed to be doing? We had some other, we were looking for the missing kids. Molly and the doghounds were involved with the disappearance, and yeah, so we have to ask the doghounds. Oh yeah, we're supposed to go talk to the rat catcher. Yeah, let's go talk to him. So he's in Sorry Square. And yeah, no, that was Pavel. Pavel is, yeah, here. Pavel's pinfold. Talk to him, and hopefully he can tell me something about the missing kids. It's like, yeah, they're here, back in my basement. Basement kids. Come closer, Governor. Please, don't be afraid. They don't bite. Except that one with the white stripe on his face. Got my eye on you, buddy. I understand you're a rat catcher, but why the rat collection? Call me Pavel, please. My name is Pavel Gerard. My business is catching and selling rats. He smells like the bottom deck of a steamship. Must help him attract the creatures. Question his sanity. Surely this is some sort of joke. You don't mean you actually turn a profit with this vermin? A man could pluck one of those from the gutter wherever he chooses. I tape you not, sir. While it's true that these fuzzy fellows can be found almost anywhere, I am a connoisseur of ratus. All my specimens have a special something about them. An interesting pattern in the fur, a kinky hair, and such like. Very popular with the upper crust these days, very a la mode, as the Dutch say. Fashionable and modern, yes, the Dutch. Uh, yes, admire his gumption. So first you're paid for collecting rats from homes and businesses, and then you count the marketing marks into paying you to take the little critters back. That is a sharp bit of double dealing, I bow to you, sir. Movers and shakers, persons of great importance, often seen as pompous and self-centered. I charge a modest fee to broker a friendship, man and rat. If there's more honest business than that, I don't know what it is. Ask about the courtesan killer. Oh, yes, that's me. I am making an investigation into the courtesans going missing from the East End. You see plenty of traffic here. I wonder if you've heard anything. Courtesans, phew, I know I make a striking figure, sir, but though I appear to be a high-born gentleman, I haven't a farthing to spend on ladies of the night. Nope, don't know nothing about it, sir. But if you heard tell of rats going missing, that is a crime I will confess to. Har 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 har. Okay, ask him about a decent bottle of gin. Since you have so many contacts in London, perhaps you know where a Minotaur could find a decent bottle of gin. Well, I don't have anything on myself because of the crackdown on bootlegging. With all the smugglers getting pinched, the price has gone up. Something awful. Amen. But the Palladium is a good bet. Molly O'Malley is in there all the time, and I know she ain't drinking no swill. Ah, so Molly O'Malley is in the Palladium. Okay. Ask Pavel about his work in the Arsenal Engines warehouse. I've heard around town that you have a bit of sweetheart deal with Arsenal Engines, sole pest controller for decades. You do indeed, sir, and why would they go with anyone else? I am the finest rat catcher in town. So it's true, with any luck, this man can shed some light on what happened so long ago. And you've been in and out of Arsenal's warehouses all the time? Of course, have to keep the little ones out of the gears and pistons, you know. Persuaded him to tell you about the Arsenal engine's shady past. Fuck! Uh, let's try again. Yeah, let's get these other um, like dialogue options out of the way, and then leave and save and try again. All right, basement kids. All right, let's ask about it. 81% chance. It's like I'm entitled certain some saves coming with this. Clearly, you're the best at what you do, or Arsenal wouldn't have kept you in their employ so long. That's truth. They haven't heard a squeak in a quarter century. Well, apart from 1 year. Awful lot of squeaking then. And what happened that year? Oh, I don't think you believe it, sir. Try me. If you'd believe it, there was some sort of plague that year. Arsenal tried to help with the cleanup efforts, and their warehouses were just packed with bodies. Plague? I don't remember anything about a plague. I was working double duty just to keep it all contained. The little nibblers were everywhere. You said there was a plague. I don't remember a plague. Why, sir? You didn't hear about it because Arsenal kept it so well controlled. He pauses for a moment, lost in thought. Anyway, it didn't kill anyone important. Seemed like it only affected those of low station. Drifters, dallies, orphans, you know the tribe. Probably had something to do with poor personal hygiene. Yes. A rat scurries into his shirt collar. Orphans? Did you say there were orphans? Yes, sir. Well, children of a particular rough sort of dress. Do you think you'd remember any specific bodies if I describe what they looked like? What's your interest in this? Be honest, mostly. I'm looking into a friend who went missing around that time. I'm worried he might have caught this plague you mentioned. Oh, of course. Here I was worried you were a bit big squill. Was that type of lily like flower poisonous to rats? What? Anyways, always coming around asking questions trying to get me to buy their solutions. Why they would you believe they sent an agent just today? Pretty young thing I'd been courting. She walks in today with a bouquet of wildflowers. Right in the middle of them, a purple squill. I knew then she was one of them. They'll stop at nothing, these never do wells. Back on the subject of my old friend. Oh yes, well I'm afraid I haven't much of a talent for faces, Governor. What was his name? Leo Longo. Would that help? Why would that help? Oh well, you see, when they brought in the bodies, they each had a toe tag, names or at least nicknames on each one. Watch them removed, thrown in a waste basket. I was taking out the rubbish anyway. Felt like a shame to have those folks' names just tossed out like that, so I kept them. Yeah, garbage. He still has toe tags for corpses from a warehouse he cleaned 23 years ago. There's something odd about this man. How convenient for us, though. Pebble twists and stoops slightly to paw at something beneath the counter behind him, produces bag brimming with bits of paper. He rifles through it as though it were a well organized filing cabinet. LaVey, Lincoln, Longtoe, Anton Xander LaVey, okay. Must have been a whole lot of toe to hang that tag on. Longo, Leonardo, there he is. He's holding a small paper tag looped around his finger by a bit of string. There's Leo's name, plain as day. Those bastards killed him, threw away the tag. Silas Bragg will have hell to pay if I ever get the motherless cur alone. That's his name, alright. I guess his body ended up in an Arsenal warehouse after all. See, it is the British football team that's the culprit here, Arsenal. Well, this has been a delightful distraction, sir, but I need to get back to watching the store, if you don't mind. That's it. Leo was taken by Arsenal Engines in cooperation with Father Franco and the sons of Caruso, whoever they are. Should I run into Franco or Silas Bragg, they should be able to give me answers. It may never happen, but at least I know where he went. Maybe I should drop by Leo's memorial outside the orphanage. Manhole. London Sewers, home to the rats and ratcatcher apparently. Almost the same prices for drinks at the Palladium. But maybe they serve rat booze in the Palladium or at the Palladium. But the sorry side, all of them stuck in cages waiting some unknown fate or another. Yes, just like he used to be in the orphanage. Um, is there anything else I want to do here in Sorry Square? Not really, right? Oh yeah, the bird is gone now because there was the dead mechanical bird. Lightning bolt fracture runs down this otherwise remarkably clean window, but there's still clear falling panes of glass I like to cut. Likely to cut. He said I should go to the orphanage to check out the grave. I guess there's gonna be some, I don't know, somebody there or something like that. Talk to Clementine at the no, that's Palladium. Let's do a save. Switch box, sure. La 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 la. Leo's Memorial. Leo's Memorial, not even a grave, despite being made to look like one. The sisters must have known, even if they didn't know he was taken. I wonder if it was Eloise who decided Leo should be remembered. Remember, more like covering up for their crimes. Nobody's questioning an orphan's grave, but they might ask after a scorer going missing. Some of them must not have known what they were doing. Franco and Bragg knew. Pavel didn't seem to. As for the rest, who can say? The memorial is a small kindness. What would Leo feel about it if he was still here? Try to imagine Leo being here. Alright, Atticus, concentrate. If I left my eyes unfocused just right, the gravestone gets a little blurry around the edges and. Blimey, you mother and mouse! You got bulbous! And you never grew an inch over 3 feet, you ugly badger. At least I have feet, you riding cow. Cattle meant to be ridden like a horse. Yes, that seems about right. So what are you doing here after 23 years? Come to gloat about getting new cow shoes? Find out who did this to him. I looked into your disappearance. It sounds like you were killed for business interests. So, they sold me off for scrap, did they? Always knew I was the more valuable between us. Do I actually think that, or do I just think that he thought that? And there was some sort of cult involved. Damned if I know where the old priest ran off to, but I intend to find Silas Bragg to settle the score. So, spa revenge, is it? That'll make your poor boo boo better. It'll make me feel better than doing nothing. That hole in your heart isn't just because the rubbing alcohol you try to drown yourself in every night burned through your throat. You think getting revenge is going to appease the spirit of someone who you abandoned decades ago? Can't hurt. Come on now, you old pile of spoiled beef. You run off on a chair again, chasing shadows in dark corners. You think it won't hurt when you run headfirst into the wall? Okay, it might hurt, but I have to do something. Do you, though? He puts on a serious face. It appears to hurt. Listen up. I was murdered in cold blood 23 years hence. Not a single damn thing can unmurder me. You wasted enough time chasing this shadow. Live your damn life. Leo seems to fade away for just a moment before popping back into existence. Oh, and Atticus. Yes. You're still ugly. He vanishes again. Well, that was something, wasn't it? There was some good advice there. Granted, it was advice I gave myself, so I must have already known what to say. Regardless, oh, I got an achievement for completing Leo's lament. Regardless, it was a conversation I needed to have. It's worth considering what he said. 20 hope, 3 phlegm. Ooh. I can close this chapter of my life now. Leo's gone, but I'll go on. Still, if I ever meet Silas Bragg, he and I are going to have a serious talk. Oh, I cannot check this anymore. Yes. Same old headstone and no hint of her restless spirit. I suppose that was the last time I ever see her. Fine. Let's go indoors and talk to the other nun, Susanna, or whatever her name was. Oh, Susanna. Okay, I can't talk to her anymore. She's no longer even a proper NPC. This is where we live. I think we were supposed to get a book or something from our home. So let's see. Let's see. Garrett. Garrett is a good name. Even in the dingy dark of your garret, coming home has a certain appeal. Despite the rundown condition, it's a space you've gotten used to. A small upper room, usually with sloped ceilings. Anyway, it contains every possession I have. These things belong to me. There's a bookcase, wardrobe that's always getting stuck, and a writing desk I salvaged from an office fire. Gas lamps flicker up from the street, etching spidery shadows in the rafters. The peeling wood floor is slashed with moonlight from the only window. Around dusty affair. Uh, yeah, too early to sleep. Me and my tendency to neglect things. Yeah, nothing to do there right now. Let's go to the bookcase then. Nothing here but books in the realm of magical lore. Take the Minotaur's assistant with you. Here's something Nandy might find fetching. I bet she'll burn the midnight oil just to read this. Okay, let's go talk to Nandis right away then. So I don't know if I have any other stuff to do except go to Palladium after I finished my other quests. Wish I could, beam to the right place here immediately. Look into the murders. The murders that look back at you. Let's do a save. Kids poster, okay. Atticus Daily. Always a delight to have you in my house of wares. How can I be of help to you today? Pleasure's mine, Miss Mabasso. Always smells of herbs and flowers in dandies. It really is a pleasure. Here you go, Nandi. This is the book I wanted to show you. She takes the book carefully, interest clear on her face. Nandi knows much, but still she seems excited at the idea of untapped wisdom as she flips through the pages. The Minotaur's assistant fascinating. It contains many spells and cantrips that only Minotaurs are capable of. So racist. It never crossed my mind to take a look at that one. I thought you'd be surprised. If you don't have a strong attachment to this book, I would like to purchase it from you. It would be invaluable to my collection. It's not much use to me anymore. I would be glad to have it find a new home here. Then it's settled. Here is a little something in exchange for the book. We got the Gree for free. Okay. That's cool, I guess. Nice day to you, Atticus. Alright, we got the Gree for free. Not sure what we're gonna use it for, but now we have it. So this is the Gree, a voodoo amulet believed to protect the wearer from evil and bring good fortune. Jean Matilda's letter. My Matilda. Let's see. Do I really have no other quests? Oh yeah, this. Well, I should wait till tomorrow before dropping by the laundry and retrieving the goods. So I guess it's not tomorrow yet. I assume that the game will update it when it says it's ready, at least when it's theoretically ready. So let's have to talk to Clementine at the Palladium and then to Molly at the Palladium. Where did it say? It says somewhere that Molly is often at the Palladium. Yeah, we don't have any solid clues on the courtesan killer just yet. Alright. Um, let's go to the Palladium. Wagon. Wagon costume. Duckhound dwarf. You need of something, or are you just intruding on Paco Melendez's personal space for nothing? I take it you're Paco then. Everyone knows Paco Melendez, name of Molly's best bruiser. What do you want? You doubt that everyone knows Paco. If everyone knows Paco, it's a little surprising that you have never heard of Paco. That I have never heard of Paco. What did you say? Is he nearby or? Oh, I get it. You're just stupid. Ask him what he knows about the missing poster. You see that poster just there? Aye, what of it, bullbrain? It's there for minutes, so you know anything about those missing children? I don't like what you're implying, Lobcock. You got 7 seconds to leave before I do something about it. Insult. Why 7 seconds? It's not a second, 7 seconds away. That's as long as I would stay. I'll be waiting. That's what he means, I'm pretty sure. Wouldn't even be a fair fight. This one has more bark than bite despite appearances. So I wanna kick his ass. I think I myself clear bovine. You only got 8 seconds now. Did he just add a second? Maths would not appear to be Paco's bailiwick's expertise. Yeah, you better leave, man. Alright, let's go to Palladium. We are in the Palladium. Mask. Oh, the masked guy is here too. So, have you done the needful? By the fates, this follows like a phantom. Bloody well true. Ooh, animal instinct has increased to 22. Good. With Matilda's knife confirmed, we can all of us proceed. Theseus is corpse. What does he mean by all of us? Oh, but he's gone already. Blast. Right. Lefty Brown. Here's Lefty Brown, the infamous chill chief, and all-around rogue. What a character. Lefty, house tricks. Can I complain, mate? Can I complain? There's a mark for every occasion and an occasion for every mark, aye? Still lighting up the tables? Ah, aye. But I don't know about the planters these days. Small in the tin, but big in the mouth. What about you? I keep my hand in, haven't been banned at any rate. Yeah, sure. Aye, that don't come till they got your watch and your waistcoat. Then we're ready to kiss the cobbles. As for my opinion about courtesan killer, what do you think about this savage woman killer cheering up the East End? What I think about is that the bloke ought to be strung up in Trafalgar Square and the Queen put on the black hood and pull the lever. It'd be best leave it at that, or you won't think me a lady anymore. But no idea who the culprit might be. Nah, I don't run in the same circles as pure lunatics. I've been in Dutch with Molly O'Malley for a long time now, hoping to square it before I end up in the chop. In Dutch, in trouble, the chop is like the sea. Ah, okay. I thought like chop is nats of. All I can say about our mistress Molly is watch your back. She's as hard as they come and a forgiven sort. Move on. Think I'll push on now, Lefty. Take care. She throws me a crisp salute. Wait, is it? My heart goes out to you, salute. Police Gazette. As a broadside, somebody left behind its dog-eared and stayed by whiskey glass. Read it. Murder still at large. Yeah, I think we read this. Call girls. It claims that only call girls have been targeted, but in the interest of safety, all women are discouraged from being out of doors after sunset. I can't shake the feeling that Molly has something to do with this. I'm not entirely sure I can be of any help, but at least I'm trying. Okay. There's Clementine. But everyone from king to minotaur to faithful hound has in common is loving the warmth of a good fire. Stoke the flames higher. Yes, burn, burn. Gaze silently into the fire. Like an otherworldly spirit, it flickers and dances, and it rages if not kept in hand, but always consumes. Take away its fuel, and it dies at once. Why only burn brightest when I consume alcohol, laudanum, opium? Shake off this gloomy maundering. Okay. What use is it to wallow in self-pity? I still have a strong back and sometimes even a clear head. Let the rest of the world take care of itself. The inventor of the microphone has certainly done wonders for a classy night out. Yeah. I know there's the cow Clementine there, but I'm gonna look around first. The Stoic Epictetus, eyeing those who'd rather indulge in gambling than self-restraint. Nike got us a victory, why don't you try backing into a Minotaur for once? The dealers, Sin Billy, blah blah blah. Yeah. I don't think I've looked at this with this character, so in case there's something happening or whatever, like if there's like, oh, we found water closet. This public toilet is much more civilized than pissing in the gutter. Ah, yeah, I could. No, at least I want to go talk to Clementine without using the illusion because we are both cows. We are probably somewhat friendly, or maybe it's my ex or something. Well, a wall of meat with a pair of horns on top must be your old master's daily. Aye, I heard a bottle of gin calling my name and came to see what the trouble was. Ho ho, that's the call I've heard many a time myself. Ready for a drink then? I really need to find out if she still has a connection to Bethnal House. That's the pressing matter. Careful now, whenever old Clem and I board this train, we always ride to the end of the line. If there's any more business to attend to, I'd better take care of that first. Ask about Ariana first. How's Ariana these days? Oh, I bet she's fine. To be frank, I haven't seen much of her lately. Still pining after lost love. I wouldn't put it that way, but I have to admit she does cross my mind now and again. Well, I've got the medicine you need behind the bar. Surefire fix for a tender heart, I promise. Okay, so I'm not gonna talk to her yet because that's gonna probably end the chapter or something. So I have to go find Molly first, I guess. Let's use the illusion magic stuff. It's bound to be useful at some point, right? Sight from the fire, hearing from the air, smell from the air, taste from the water, touch down to the earth in an natural form. Touchdown! Crowd goes wild. I look so silly. Boldly, still haven't lost my edge. How about if I talk to these people now in disguise? Looking sharp, Mr. Daly. Okay, so she knows I'm still Mr. Daly. Well, strike me blind. Tough in the Palladium. I'd say we head to the back and you show me our financial assets. So, derogatory term for someone rich or upper class. Strike me blind. Exclamation of surprise. Clementine's not loved to flirting, but this is a bit much. Well, we'll have to mind the horns though, eh? Once you've had a good wash and gotten that mesmer off. Trick or illusion name from Frank Mesmer. Franz Mesmer. Trust Clem to see through my illusion. The two of us are thick as thieves. Alright, Clem, how do you train your eyes so sharply? Gina will make everything fuzzy. I'll have to compensate in other directions. Speaking of which, ready for a tipple? Small serving of alcohol. No, not yet. Let's go talk to Molly. She's here somewhere. I really shouldn't bother with the wide array of vices upstairs, at least not before I'm in my cups. Hey, but how about the missing orphans? Well, where did I see? Somebody said that Molly should be at the Palladium. Like somewhere I read it. Am I crazy or? Or maybe we are not supposed to go see Molly yet, or to be able to see her yet. Then let's go back outside just to see the city map, the world map, and then I guess if there's really any place where Molly could be. Like, of course, she could be in the sewers or like the entrance to her lair or something. I think myself made myself clear, but why? You only got 8 seconds now. So he can see through the illusion too. Is that it? Okay, fine. Okay, let's go back to the sewers and see. But yeah, probably we can't go see Molly yet. Pool of blood. Cripes, that's a lot of blood. Fatal amount, I'd say. Maybe the chap here would know more about it. Right, the crank, try it. I wonder what it does. Let's give it a turn now. No go is catching someone in his pocket. No, I don't want to break it. Right, let's talk to the captain. Pump house captain, I ran into him last time. I was down here, but he's no longer out on that road. Oh, the blazes did you get in the control room? You don't remember me? They get lots of ruffians down here. You expect me to remember all of them. Now scram. He's full of blood. You seem hale and whole. So what happened? There's a chap who was on duty last night. He got snuffed. The accident, they say. Though I heard it was some giant that did him in. He was killed. John Seller, I knew him briefly. Aye, well, so did I. Brief acquaintances or not, it ain't no one deserves to go out that way. Sure, amen to that. Why is that losing hope? Now I'm stuck here, doing 2 jobs instead of 1. Giant, you say? Aye, some mutant fella. The bilgemen have been whispering. Sewer workers below the status of an engineer. I wonder if it's anything to do with the courtesan killer everyone's been buzzing about lately. As though the city needs more than one brutal murderer preying on the populace. If that's all, then I'll get back to work. Some of us don't have time to just to stand around yettering all day. It's talking trivially after at length. Okay, fine. Let's just piss off. So let's just go. But hey, we got one experience point for leveling up skills. I think so. At least it wasn't 100% useless to go to the sewers. So what? Yeah, orphanage now. No, the bathhouse. We didn't go to the Belchar Hotel with this character at all, but I don't expect it to be anything. Fine, yeah, let's just stay here. Let's go have a drink with the cow. Bart Simpson says, "Don't have a cow, man," but I'm gonna have a cow, man. More scum. Okay, I need a drink over here, and I mean sharpish. Quickly. Alright, you dandy. Here's your ready choices. You don't forget our special offer tonight. Complimentary chips for gaming tables with our third drink. So, a member of the upper class, often conceited and overly devoted to neatness and appearance. I don't know. Pink Junipero. Please. Look at the boy's eyes, like two nails chasing a magnet. Here, down to this, and get your head out of the clouds. To your health, Clementine. And yours, Daily. So, what's on your mind? Say something cheeky. I haven't heard my glass being filled often enough. Mind your manners, Daily, or I'll sell you the daily special. Piss in a wooden cup. Ugh. Coming from a souse like you, that'd probably do it. Souse is a drunkard. I can't have such a warm rapport with everyone. Perhaps I'm well suited to befriending bartenders. Alright, mention the missing orphans. It seems Sacred Heart has mislaid a couple of small orphan children, Bertram and Julie. The poor wee kiddies have disappeared, and as now the bobbies are plain skunked, decisively defeated in a game or competition. Well, whenever there's work to do, you'll find coppers standing about touching each other's clubs. Truer words never spoken. But hold up, ain't Sacred Heart the same Bible lovers that raised you? Oh, never mind all that. You tell Clem that what'll take the sting off. It's a melancholy mood into which I've fallen, like so many others, the watering holes of yore. Even so, it feels right to continue. Okay, let's get a gin twist. Pour me a gin twist. A warm gin cocktail with lemon zest. Here you go, old gin's up. To your health, Clementine. And may the bobbies forever be off your back. Discuss the courtesan killer. Apparently, some ladies of the night have gone missing. Foul plays indicated. That will be a tough one. That sort of girl is apt to wander and not leave a note. I was in the same line of work a while back. I couldn't stick it. Why is that, Clementine? Not many toughers like being out wrestled by a lady beneath the sheets. At least for all a mower. Now then, what'll be to wash the day out of your mouth? Mower is a cow. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have a cow in that sense, certainly not in my bed. I don't know, a dram. I'll have a dram, a small measure of whiskey or other spirits. Here you go, chins up to your health. And may the bobbies forever be off your back. Um, talk about the gin crackdown. I heard the city is going to crack down on gin drinking and anything else that might lighten the dark day, bring in a heavy tax or maybe ban it altogether. That'd be the best you could do. I hear that one, 3 or 4 times a week. Alright, what do we have? Okay, honey gin. I have the honey gin. Yeah, oh, there's no like this thing. No, this thing. Like the explanation. I guess it's gin and honey. So here you go, to your health, blah blah blah. Okay, asks for advice. I've got a problem that's been preying on me, Clementine. I've been searching for my mother for some time, some while now, and I believe she's being held at Bethnal House. I must get her out of there, but I'm at a loss as to how. That's a hard row, Master Daly, but maybe I could help you with this time. Serious dispute. You see, my mate Penny works at Bethnal House. High security place it is. But I could ask her about how to get you inside. If this Penny girl could help, what would be that would be smashing great news. Smashing like my pumpkins. Penny is some kind of highfalutin experimental scientist. Exactly what she does over there is a mystery to me, but she's a brainy one. I thank you for that, Clem, from the bottom of my pickled heart. I'd say you could thank me with a tip, but you look the opposite of a flush right now. I guess it's like rich in the money. I'll bring it up with Penny later tonight when we are both done bootstrapping, working. Just keep in mind I can't promise you anything. Come back tomorrow and we'll see what we can see. Uh, appreciate it. The room spins uneasily. Whoa, I'm sozzled, my dear, but not too sozzled for a dance with Lady Luck. Drunk, slobbery drunk. How about those gaming tables? There goes my illusion, gone with the wind of intoxication. Whoa there, looks like my illusion wore off sooner than I thought it would. Ha, I say good riddance. How about another drink, this time as a minotaur? Aye, there's no reason to quit while we are ahead, and I think I can taste the liquor all the better in my true form. A man's face is autobiography, so a woman's face is a work of fiction. Yeah, guess, probably. Since, women use makeup. And so, another chapter. But I have to go boil some water for my kid so he can have a drink. Dram, as they say. Be right back. Right, back for now. Sorry about that. Still have to work on making baby formula for the kid. But anyways, Green Street proved as slippery as you feared, and now asking for a double fee, while a Velvet Rose client named Sykes has gotten himself banned over his attachment to Beatrix. Sentiment might be mutual. Madame Zora revealed that Bea has been lax about using prophylactics with the gentleman. Oh yeah, so we are getting some abortion medicine or something. Not even sunlight can lift the pall of despair on Beggar's Lane, where so many have wagered their pay at the Palladium, only to be thrown out on the cobbles penniless. The buildings cast long shadows onto the reeking streets, full of gritty waste and torn newspapers. Any Londoner with a handle on their vices would seldom tread this dreary block, but the regulars circle back like a spinning jenny. They scrape together what they can, feeding their habits by losing only a little each week. Meanwhile, the cramped tenements provide some shelter from the roach colonies and cane rats. Then there's the buzzing electric fence. Okay, I guess we've read this before. Be right back. Alrighty. So let's see what sort of quests we have here. Oh yeah, fan collector. I think in the bathhouse there was a fan. So more about Felipe's romance. What we know, like as a player, we know is uh, no, it was Ariana. Ariana, yeah, that's. Get French candies from Pavel. Oh yeah, we have to go to Pavel again, and then make tracks for the apothecary. Which one is the apothecary? It's not Nandy's place, right? Okay, we don't seem to have that many different quests right now running. Um, see anything here? Nope. All right. Let's go first to the bathhouse just to get the fan if we can. Get the fan if I can. Oh, that rhymes and shit. See, I guess Teddy is absent. Okay, let's knock. He's not there though. Mhm. Afternoon, Miss Reed. Or no, was it that females not allowed inside? So we cannot go. Maybe there's like later on. But there was a fan there, I'm pretty sure there was a fan. Or is it like we have to use another character to get the fan from there and then give it to her? Or how does it work exactly? Whatever, let's go to Sorry Square then. And I'll be right back. All right, I just returned. First, let's go to Pavels. Because they said after I get the pills, then I should go straight back to the Palladium. Of course, there's gonna be some complications, probably. But I got flashback to Unavowed, because also in that game there was a quest where you're supposed to get abortion pills or something and to give it to to a prostitute, and these both are sort of this isn't as blatantly as that one, but it still feels quite left leaning in its um, attitude of the developers. I get the inclination or whatever. Anyways, back again. You're not the first lady to take an interest. The Duchess of Berkshire is quite fond of the spotted ones. And Madame Zora asked me to fetch her a box of French candies. She said you'd know the ones. Mais certainement, mademoiselle. French for, but certainly, young lady. Calissons, they're called. I have a box with Madame Zora's name on it right here. Much obliged. I wonder if they're actually candies or is it like code for something else? Much obliged. So where is the apothecary? Grace apothecary. Oh yeah, I do remember seeing it. Have I actually been inside, or maybe I couldn't go inside? I don't remember. Oh, Peter Kipling and Ariana. Okay. Ariana Latrell, formerly a textile mill girl turned worker of the Velvet Rose after the silk vest factory burned down. Our work often knocks the naivety from most, but Ari always seems to have it in spades. She's ugly. Please don't take me in. You don't even have to give me my money back. I leave, I swear it. Then you do admit to engaging in prostitution. Um, what's going on, Ari? Everything's alright? Oh, hello, Clara. I hope. This is Polly's business. Now move along. I shan't repeat myself. Oh, Officer Peter Kipling, blue banders are never friends of two dollies, yet by hush they come under the rose's roof all the same, in secret. Peter usually is no different, though it appears today's ire has made a change of that. You're interfering in the confession of crime. And trust me, madam, I'm well aware you're adjacent to said crime as well. Uh, don't threaten what you can't afford, Kipling. Clara, I suggest you take heed of your fellow lady of the night, ma'am. It is hardly in good grace to accuse an upstanding woman of such things. Did you see her engaging in the solicitous act itself? Ooh, Empress. Its character has gained a protective trait and will now be able to select dialogue options that require this trait. Uh, It's by the way of closed doors that drawn curtains that Madame Zora can call the Velvet Rose a female boarding house, and the handsome sounds traded to the right hands. While there's been a push to add stipulations, the law is primarily meant to entangle streetwalkers, prostitutes advertising their trade in public setting. Something I want Ariana to avoid unless she absolutely had to. You want evidence? I the evidence right here. Her current is full of cum. Kipling points at the ruffled dirt at Ariana's feet. I witnessed her scrub out a harlot's mark she drew right as I was walking over. A symbol of an upside down triangle that wordlessly says that the prostitute is open to customers. Interesting. It's like, if there was like a cyberpunk version of the like a Victorian England, game like that, you could imagine it's like a um, hologram triangle with neon colors like floating in the air above her. Sort of like an NPC ready to give you a quest or something. I was wiping the muck off my boots. That mark, coupled with the amount of money I took for her, is all the proof I need to see she is selling herself. The confession not more than a courtesy. She would have gotten off with a lighter sentence had you not interrupted it. Ari and I lock eyes, hope she won't have to take a brunt from me before aggravating him so. The story is plausible enough to trump both of our words, but not that what was needed in the first place. Okay, tact and protective. Say something that will get Ariana off the hook. Ariana can explain the capital officer. She is selling something. Be right back. I has returned. Um, Ariana started as I throw that hot Irish potato in her lap. I need to give her another hint to help her recover. Controversial topic people don't agree on and have no wish to handle. Yes. Oh, really? And what is this thing you're selling that isn't your backside? Remembering that lying to an officer is quite the offense. I'm sure she's in a reticule. She never leaves home without it. A small Victorian handbag. Finally, the key clicks into place. Ariana digs into her pouch to pull out a spool of thread. I'm a seamstress by trade, sir, but since the factory fire work's been slim, I've been selling spools of thread that I spun at home. Poor thing doesn't have a seller's license. That would explain the mark. I am happy to speak on the logistics of merchant permits with you, officer. Christ almighty, I'm fucking done. Here's your money you made from your spools of thread. Thank you, sir. We both breathed a sigh of relief. Always kept my sewing kit with me for emergencies. I suppose I have another reason to do so now. Thank you, Clara. Ari, you know better than to be out street walking. What has the madam told you? That I shouldn't ply my trade in broad daylight. I know, but Clara, you see, why do you think most streetwalkers use the cover of night in the first place? She seems a bit retarded. The money, Clara. I refused payment from a particular punter called Felipe, whom I grown fond of, and now I need to make up what I owe to Madame Zora. So she's admitting it. You refused payment? I'll hold my tongue on that for now, but we should discuss it later on. So yeah, we know. I'll be right back. back. Um, Unsure what might make Zora angry at being short on earnings or drawing heat from the bobbies. I'm sure if was snapping at you. Your lips are sealed, right? Madam mustn't know. Your secret is safe with me. At least he didn't haul me off to Scotland Yard, even though I'd better make tracks for the Velvet Rose before Zora catches wind of this. Hopefully she makes up the money back here. There should be clients present at this hour. Plenty of professionals fighting for them as well. You've been a grand friend to me today, really. Here, I'd like to thank you properly for your help. Oh, we got a fan. Ooh, nice. Lady Ariana's fan. Ladies' fan expertly fashioned from muslin and lace. Someone has got good taste in such things. I didn't expect a reward, but it's exquisite. Oh, this button. This button. So, but now we can maybe go confront Felipe about this. But let's see where's the apothecary. Yes, I don't remember. I don't remember where it was. Oh, here. Okay, it's just yeah. Um, Before I go there, because my hunch says that something is gonna happen, like when I have the pills or something, that we won't be able to go back to the um, Palladium anytime soon. So first, go talk to Felipe. Felipe. Okay, just be back in literally few seconds. That was literal, right? Um, I'm supposed to press this button and press that button because I'm dumb. Felipe. Oh, was that just like a family? Sorry, I got customers, Clara. He's rather wrapped up in his business today. No. See about this grouper or perhaps a sunfish caught from the channel delivered by a steamboat just this morning. Okay, I guess we have to come back to him later. It's convenient that we cannot talk to him about that stuff. The hound is still loitering here to no obvious end. Hmm. Fine, let's get back to the apothecary then. Let's get back to the apothecary. Oh no, I have to run through the whole thing. La 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 la. Okay, here it is. To passers-by, the apothecary looks like a simple shop that proudly advertises its purpose, right down to the lengthy name posted above the door. Gray's Apothecary, therapeutic medicines, patents, and tonics. But once inside, you realize the exterior facade was only a veil for an abundance of eccentric wares. Tonics at home, medical devices, all sorts of ornaments litter the shelves, that the shops dimly lit also strikes you as peculiar, but the Cyclops proprietor may have intended it that way, perhaps to preserve his goods for longer. The sight of so many concoctions and apparatuses is enough to make one afraid of walking for fear of breaking anything and paying for the resulting damage. Since the cave-dwelling Cyclops evolved to see well in the dark, you'd best not hide any indiscretions from the proprietor. Okay, so it's evolution that explains why there are Cyclops and I guess Minotaurs as well and stuff. Okay. Gordon Gecko, Evil Bowel, Web of Roots. These roots are the least unnerving thing present in this room. I wonder if they're natural or if Gordon is feeding them something unique. Feed me, Seymour. Ha, glowing bottles, quite the eye catcher. I wonder how well they sell. Sorry. More drawers than one would think in an aristocrat's bedroom vanity, behind a hotel's frontal desk. Light fixture. For an apothecary, these furnishings are high end. The light fixtures are electrical rather than gas. Even with roaring trade, how does Mr. Gray afford the upkeep? To sell a lot of goods very quickly. I run my fingers along the exposed firing below the lamp. No doubt there's electricity woven through the entire shop. With respect, this isn't a self-service establishment. Tell me what you need and I'll try fighting it in the back myself. I wasn't trying to go there, stupid game. I pressed here, not here. Okay, Gordon Gray. You fucking idiot! I fucking pressed there, you fucking game. Like, it's not a big deal, but it annoys me. Like, the game is accusing me twice. It accused me of doing something criminal while I didn't, or like, quote unquote criminal, like something not allowed, whatever. The chemist combs his fingers through the wispy hair atop his pate. There's a clinical luster to his brass buckled apron, rubber gloves, and adjustable monogoggle. He seems more dressed for a dissection than a measurement of pills. Good day. How can I assist you? Um, the pills I'm here to pick up require a bit of discretion. Okay, so we got some phlegm. After skimming the note, he peers up at me and then back at the note, then flips it over to see if there's anything written on the backside. Whatever silent conversation this man is having with himself, it would be nice to be included. I need to grab a couple of things from the back, along with this. Be just a moment. From the other room, there's a sound of careful rummaging, as if he's trying to make as little noise as possible. 2 minutes gone by, he's taking his time back there. Is he speaking to himself? If he has a police telegraph lurking in the back room, he might be peaching on me, informing upon squealing. Though advertisements such as concoctions are abundant, those pills are not technically above board. Respectable legitimates. It would do for some choleric copper to get it in their head to pay Madame Zora visits. Weary or better. Perhaps I should poke around in the back room while I have a chance, see if I can pin something useful. Pins means to steal, shoplift. Yes, I'm an honest woman, honest. Oh, cut purse, that's much better for this. Save is more appropriately named. The first thing that hits me is a piercing sterile vapor. The scent of methanol is easy to pin down, for it burns my nose like a snort of Uncle Parker. Slang for cocaine after the manufacturer Part Davis. Okay. Still, there are some other chemicals in the air that I cannot identify. Well, this brings back some memories. Is he fermenting his own taplash? Slang for poorly made beer or home-brewed brew. I have no notion what he might be brewing, but I can't imagine if it's all fit for consumption. His nose hairs must be absolutely singed if he's used to this. So much for times of famine, even in this obscure darkness I can make out several cabinets. But do they even contain apothecary wares? Where exactly has Gray gone? He seems to have utterly disappeared. Forge ahead. I'd be best be swift about it. Let's just save here again. Tipped over bottle. Something tipped over a desk. Race lean in. I'm hit with a wave of fumes, my stinging eyes so intensely I can scarcely read the label. Call rate for formaldehyde. Okay. Old lace perfume. Nothing here but ring of dust where old bottle used to be. Liquid laudanum. Best not to take another bottle. He might notice. Bottle rack. Ah, maybe there's like a secret door there. An electrical wire runs behind this bottle rack and does not seem to reappear anywhere else. Curious. Failure. Oh no. Save scum, save scum. Okay, before I let's check out this first. Bizarre formulations, herbal and pharmacological sedatives, curative or restorative remedies. The shelf is free of labels, save for some chalk marks. The proprietor alone must understand. Quit snooping and leave the storage here. No, 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 not yet. Not yet, you silly girl. Right, let's take a closer look again. See, now we succeed. No, this isn't any ordinary rack, but a secret door. Quite obvious. I think I hear him moving around back there. Mr. Gray has taken great care to keep this room hidden, but what on earth for? Press my ear closer so I might hear better. I left her up there long enough. As the creak of the steps sounds like he's coming back. Wiring could have led to telegraph. If he's just fired the police, then he certainly won't be selling me the pills. Uh, Quit while you're ahead, I guess. I'd better get back to the counter before he catches me snooping. Good thing I didn't spend too much time back there. It's time to face the music. I can hear him coming back. I apologize for the long wait. It appears I'm low on stock and out of twine. I suppose a substitute will suffice. He sets down the container of silk sutures, wrapping paper, and the bottle itself. The label reads Saxon's English Female Pills. He wraps up the medicine with compulsive precision, using the magnifier in his monogoggle to make sure the corners are folded ever so neatly. It's quite all right. In truth, I should be the one apologizing. Huh? For assuming you were spitting me over the pills and how I might have sorry, considered pinching half your shop in retaliation, informing on someone or passing information to the authorities. Sorry. And yeah, here's nothing. Hmm? He retrieves some shears from his apron's pocket and cuts two parallel lines of silk thread. I understand why he took so long trying to find his twine if this is his last resort. That bit of thread cost a shiny shilling. It's no wonder only surgeons can afford it. There we are. Though I'm sure my bow ties could use some work, I try to make it look as innocuous as possible, like a candy gift package. A female pills added to inventory. Uh, I wasn't expecting the local chemist to be so tactful with ladies' discretion. You have my deepest gratitude. It's not my part. It's not part of my job to pass judgments on my customers. I wish more would say the same. Sometimes it would be nice to have shopkeepers cast judgment on the customers. Besides, this is the best obstacle I can provide if you get heckled by a bobby. I know of you quite well, Miss Reed, but I won't tell anyone you paid a visit. He seems to be quite knowledgeable about avoiding trouble with the police. Fuck the poo poo. Gray opens his mouth to speak again, but is interrupted by a voice outside the shop. And I heard the angel of the water say, Thou art righteous, O Lord, which art, and vast shalt be, because thou hast judged thus. Is that notorious preacher pacing the square. Speaking of judgment. For they have shed the blood of saints and prophets, for thou hast given them blood to drink, for they are worthy. What are your thoughts on the preacher man? To most, he is a harmless nuisance, but I find his presence quite fortuitous. His sermons give his audience migraines, sending them running to my shop. Oh, how dastardly! Does this come with the added benefit of being immune to his migraines as well? Tragically, no. I can feel one coming on right now. Um, in some ways, his profession is not so dissimilar from a man of the class. Just had an interesting thought. Oh, enlighten me. Your profession is not too dissimilar from a man of the cloth. Peculiar thought indeed. I don't disagree with you, but please elaborate. Uh, insult him and hope he takes the psychopathic compliment. What? My brain just fell out. I guess compliment his discretion. Well, yes, a man of the cloth should have discretion as well. Ooh, grace increased to 13. I'm sure many a lady or lord sought to confess their sins to you while seeking aid from the consequences of the prior night. Keen observation, miss, though I would go as far as to state that as men of medicine go farther than a priest ever could. His eye veers off to an empty horizon as he reminisces on his creed. It's amazing, the body is so full of secrets, yet it can never lie. I believe we should go beyond treating it with a temporary balm, but rather attempt to understand it down to its very matter. I might have unintentionally poured kerosene atop a fire. That is what a true man of medicine should strive for, no matter the stakes. That is a very admirable endeavor. It is, isn't it? I'd best be going. Thank you again. Okay, interesting guy. Sorry, Square. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go. Just out of curiosity, let's go check on Felipe again. Like if he's now free, and I can ask him about Ariana. I don't know. This way. This way. This way. No, still pestered by peasants. I prefer to handle my clients one at a time, but I suppose Felipe's profession is a different kettle of fish. Fisherman. You again. See what he knows about Glenn. You ever talked to that one-legged sport by the tavern? Aye, that's Glenn Forrester, washed up from the Navy. It's best I can tell. Likes telling stories, but it's all Tommy rot if you ask me. By the way, I'm Sayamati Argonaut. It's a pleasure to meet you. Tommy is a military slang for the oft-spoiled bread in the soldiers' rations. With the addition of rot, it means nonsense, something entirely useless. Clara Reed, pleasure's all mine. Aside from that dog hound Helena Bailey, it's not every day we see a lady at wharf. Pay him a compliment. You know, that's a lovely leather vest, but what really catches the eye is the chainmail tunic beneath it. Well, thank you, Miss Reed, at your service. Any hawking brooks I might protect you from, or do you fancy a moonlight ride in a borrowed fishing boat? That's kind of you, Timothy, but what I'd really like to know is Glenn's current occupation. Oh, Glenn, well, he doesn't like to talk about his side jobs, but I heard him let it slip once he's an ambulance driver. Can't see the trouble with that, though. Seems like honest work to me. Um, well, I can't help but notice how different you are from your colleague, Mr. Forrest. Last we spoke, he couldn't stop boasting about his time in the Navy. Yes, that's Glenn down to his buttons. Something is something of a character, but harmless mostly. Anyway, you've been a dear. Perhaps we'll see each other again soon. So it's no trouble at all. Good day, Miss Reed. I don't know why I don't remember why we needed like that. Well, the other guy, it was a clue to fighting about Leo and all that stuff, right? Well, but why did she need to know about him? Don't remember. Uh, Last of London. I guess just go back to the Palladium then. Should I see if the green cock, whatever, the Canadian guy is still here? Okay, he's not even here. There's Dante Ziegler. I don't want to talk to him. Okay, let's just go to Beggar's Lane and do Palladium. He's coming towards Watchful Center. Hold there. Give me a moment, if you will, mademoiselle. Some questions for you, if you don't mind. French for young lady. Oh yeah, this was the Duval something, right? The man in front of you is a centaur, not young, though still noticeably spry. Deep lines the old scars on his face speak of a life of work, though his clothes are pristine and sharply pressed. He said that two-thirds of London's centaurs find themselves in Scotland Yard or else serving Queen and country among the troops. This curious man is likely a plainclothes officer, trouble in a starched suit. Chameleon. Oh, I have this special skill. I suppose I could spare a second for a dashing stranger. Ooh, two blood. Ooh, nice. That's so, That's so, mademoiselle. I'm flattered. Yves Jalame Duval. I'm afraid I've no time to partake in company right now. Neither yours nor the lovely ladies of the Rose. You wouldn't happen to know anything of the Rose, would you? A local cat house of some repute, one of the finest in the city, or so I've heard. Cat's house. Wanted man in an indie cat's house. Wanted man in Galveston. Anyways, indeed. I'll try to get a read on him. Damn it! I want to get a read on him. I'm curious. Let's do a proper save. Reed Richards. Oh yeah, there you could even see him, but I couldn't. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, chameleon. I said failure. I will succeed. I will be successful in my endeavors. I will Take over the world. Success, finally. First try. There is surprisingly little condemnation or pity in his eyes. Not none, but a great deal less than many Londoners. Fine way for me to gauge the measure of the gent, though I'll still not share more information with him than necessary. Should be than necessary with A, not an E. I there is condemnation in my eyes right now. Do you make questions then? If you be so kind, might you have seen some strange patron lingering in the area of late? Stranger than usual, that is. The Rose takes discretion in its clientele quite seriously. There's any number of things he might be after. Ooh, I have secretive. Yeah, I should use these special abilities. I'm afraid I've witnessed only the usual gamblers and ginsogs, sir. Ginsog is a drunkard, of course. Is that right? Well, it's duly noted then. One more thing, quick as you please. Have you an opinion on this courtesan killer the papers have been covering? Ah, so either he's the killer or he's a detective now trying to solve the murder or murders. Only what the papers have printed. I have a bit more info than that, but I'm not free to list a variable who's who of the madam's regiments of workers to any side of the street. Unpleasant fellow. Ooh, yeah. I don't have vengeful. Was that all? You said you know something of the Rose. Have you any idea the sort of clients it serves? Wealthy patrons apt to linger nearby as of late, a rougher crowd perhaps? News about the clientele. The clientele, well, I can't speak for all of them. A great mix, I'd presume, though given the crackdown on such places recently, more of their patrons these days would take their pleasure from the cockfight rather than an opera at the Royal. It's put quite a strain on the bouncers. Is that so? I cannot say I'm surprised, though I'm sure Mr. Tenor Cunningham at least would enjoy a visit to Covent Garden while he's here. District of central London famous for its culture and for housing the Royal London Opera House, a colloquial name for said opera house. I didn't know Covent Garden is a colloquial name. Okay. Why the cheeky little lobcock? He has me pinned for Cunningham's current Polly. Likely knew me all along. If there's one thing more worrisome than a flat foot, it's one with a brain between his ears. Best I extricate myself from this. Flatfoot police. Yes, lättäjalka. We have this expression even in Finnish. Anyways, that he would, Mr. Duval. Now, if you don't mind, I'm quite busy today. I must be on my way. Then give me that box of candy. I want to steal it from you, little girl. Fair enough, mademoiselle. My thanks for humoring an old nag. Good day. A source of annoyance or distraction or shoddy boofed beast of burden. Yeah, nag is like some sort of horsey as well, so it's appropriate since it's his censor. And to you, sir. Great, now the Mets likely on my tail. Metropolitan Police. London just keeps on giving. All the more reason to leave this town behind and never look back. Let's see if there's magically new liquor bottles that have appeared. Nope. Palladium, palladium. Cal. Is he like the guy who invented Calvinism? Brothel, yes, that's Appropriate. Is the poet? Is that Calvin Quill? Ah, my imperious neighbor, my connatural cohort, who endures alongside me in that house of beautiful vice and misery. I knew you long before either of us took up in the bell jar, Calvin dear. Cannot a man wax poetic on his lot in life? Don't tell me even you have turned sycophant, my noble adversary, Miss Clara Reed. What a shame. How many drinks are you in, Calvin? It's a titch early to be chasing the green fairy, is it not? Titch early is a small amount. The green fairy, absinthe. Yeah, I was thinking that's absinthe. Powerful alcoholic spirit rumored to provoke hallucinations. I'd really like to try like real absinthe, like proper Victorian absinthe. I'm not inebriated, Clara. Merely miserable. Okay, Calvin, dear, I haven't time for a proper chaff, I'm afraid, but I might at least ask why. Ooh, tact has increased to level 20. Chaff, banter or chit chat? It's those disreputable misers that make their home around St. Paul's. Publishing walls? Indeed, I am truly destined to confine myself to the affront of a pseudonym, to persevere in the annals of history only by way of an anonymous echo or else a wholly false personhood. Clem has left the bottle on his table. He pours himself a glass, places a cube of sugar upon his slotted spoon, and glares at it with watery eyes as the torpid drip of ice water erodes the point of his ire into the spirit below. One might have thought he'd have left such indignities as the misapplication of names and false titles behind. Cheer him up, Calvin. For everything you are indeed a good poet. It's a rotten lot, but even I believe you should keep at it all the same. We achieve nothing by turning our backs to the world, eh? Nothing save the peace and respite from injustice we so deeply crave. He does not turn and spit on the ground to underline his point, but it's a close thing. Perhaps a lighter topic. Have you ever seen Tessica's latest works? Of course, I'm familiar with my dear Jessica's latest endeavors. They are truly marvelous, are they not? Her soul holds all the blessings of Cleo come to earth. Greek muse, ah. Her form is as regal and flexible as a willow bow. Well, you're certainly right about that. He's glaring at me, but it is the glare of being one-upped in a proper ribbing as opposed to genuine malice. For any failings of yours, Clara, you do at least possess impeccable understanding of the principles of the aesthetes. A person associated with the aesthetic movement which was concerned with the nature and value of art and aesthetic function. Perhaps it does say something about me that I can earn such compliments from you of all people, Cal. I suppose you did manage to distract me from for some short while, Miss Reed. Seems some thanks are in order. Anytime, Calvin dear. I'm not so quite sure what the beef is between them, the neighbors. Is that it? Lefty. Jemmy. Who the fuck is Jemmy? Jemmy Betteredge. What is Molly's hatchet man doing here at this hour? Hired killer. Good day, Mr. Betteredge. Miss Reed, is there something we're meant to discuss? Slimy bugger, just speaking with him makes my skin crawl. As I'm sure you are aware, several courtesans have gone missing in recent weeks, and I wondered if you might have some insights. Damn it. Okay, I wanna try. I am greedy, I want to succeed. God damn it. I should at least check what their success chances are. 18 plus. Okay, okay. But yeah, even more reason to try hard because if it's difficult. As I'm sure you're aware, yeah. Courtesans missing. I know their bodies were brutalized. It seems by someone with more than human strength. Now I'm busy miniature if you don't mind. Of the poison someone's dog, no doubt. Leave this off to his devices. It's been a pleasure as always, but I must get on. Was that a growl? Okay, let's go talk to Zora. If we can. Still not sure if it's like maybe she's been poisoned. No cats, dogs, or other equally excitable animals allowed inside. It might as well be a footnote given no the sheer lengths. Let it never be said that Madame Zora doesn't run a tight ship. Ooh, I'd like to dock in your tight ship. No, wait, you don't dock in a tight ship. Ooh, what a buxom lady like yourself. Oh, Clara, my duck, it's you. Indeed it is. Were you about earlier? Madame Zora is right skiing today on account of Mr. Sykes. I saw house rules are important, of course, but her outburst seemed titch harsh. In the past, she's warned the clients prior to a proper ban. Shame about old Sykes. I've had him a few times. He seemed nice enough. Um, his lichen nature doesn't scare you. Just lycanthrope. Someone possessed by the involuntary first stage of lycanism, in which near the full moon one has the capacity to transform into a werewolf if provoked. What? Just cause he's a wolf and everything, or evening or two a month? Nah, I've had worse in this line of work, and it ain't like he comes around when he's all big and hairy. Indeed, like most rebels, Sykes guarantees himself during full moon. There are creams and bombs to reduce such things. Wealthier lycanthropes have been known to weather the change in the comfort of their homes as well, though I doubt Sykes has the capital for creams or for home accommodations. You remember the Akrabuamelu? A being with the torso of a human atop the body of a giant scorpion. Ah, okay. That came around the rose for a while. Now that was something. Not bad per se, but certainly something, indeed. I'm still not convinced the dear soul wasn't under the effects of some miraculous hex rather than a true Akrabuamelu. I suppose Sykes will be back before long. It was nice chatting. You. Well, back to work with us. Love a good chin wag me. But doesn't put a coin in my pocket. Be seeing you, Clara. Oh, there's Beatrix again. And there you are, Clara. Mercy sakes, you took your time. But never mind. You have this physics, right? Well, give 'em here. Drugs or medicines. As ordered, straight from Gordon Grace. As I hand her the proffered item, her demeanor shifts. The stress she'd thus far carried eases. She may play at being disaffected, but seems even Rose's shining star can work herself into worry every now and then. Thanks much, Clara. I'll be sure to let Madame know they were delivered post haste if I happen upon her first. Alright. And let's go find Mr. Zora and give her the chocolates. I know. Okay, she's there. I'm supposed to talk to Clem. Save. Exploring, fine. Clara, I always breathe a sigh of relief when to see you safe and hale. What with was being going on? Did Beatrix get her parcel? The one to prevent her ending up with another little parcel? Yes, she might be somewhat nauseous for a day or two, but all will be well. Oh yes. Joking about abortion, so funny. Madame Zora's eyes light up at the news, and for a few moments the decade seemed to evaporate from her worried face. Well, thank heavens for that. I really must deal with those more strictly with ne'er-do-wells like Mr. Sykes. People who are troublesome, misguided, or irresponsible. Mm. I'd say both share responsibility. A little more professionalism on Beatrix's part would not go amiss. Sarah considers this carefully for a moment. No, of course, you're right, but Beatrix has suffered enough on his account, I think. And who would bear the burden if she fell pregnant? Not our Mr. Sykes. I brought the candies you prefer. Perfect. The older one gets, the more one appropriates the little luxuries. Ce n'était rien. French for it was nothing. Ooh, 10 hope. Hope she appreciates it. And I suppose I'll be off now, Madame Zora. Sorry, did some heavy duty coughing, but I think I got some of the stuff out from my throat, so yeah, that was good. All right, I guess have to go go talk to Clem. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. Sacred fart. Afternoon, Clara. You hear about what's happening nowadays? By the fates, did Clem buy into the fearmongering too? Horrible things. I worry for you and the workers upstairs. You seen the latest papers are saying about this courtesan killer? I've seen them. How not do I imagine? These killings are part of London that I'll be happy to leave behind. A mad punter, you think? Customer, a sex worker, a person who gambles. Or is it something more shadowy than that? Could be some hoity-toity taking out them what got too close. Someone snobbish or pretentious. I must admit it's a fear I'm not unfamiliar with. Another reason to ensure one has a network, that one is a person who will be missed. Things were much simpler in the days I ran with Molly O'Malley and her lot. You see that gossip monger lingering about earlier? Not the first time I've seen her around here. And speaking just between us girls, my duck, she hasn't sampled the wares upstairs any of the time she's been. She's only after a client's personal details, one would assume. At least not as far as I've seen. But what does old Clem know? On to the brighter things. Ready for that dram? Small measure of whiskey or other spirits. Let's have it then. I've no more to do until the performance. So both of these two characters, the cow and the prostitute, start drinking with her. So is it gonna be the dwarf next? Maybe she's the killer, and she's gonna drug all the player characters, and they wake up in a basement with a ball gag in their mouth and a sore bumhole. I guess let's have it then. I've no more to do. Blah blah blah. Here, Dab. Good company, not exceptionally foul spirits, and the rest of our lives out in front of us, eh? Here's to London. To London, Sound, and many more to come. And there's like more London towns to come. Like they keep spreading like mushrooms during rain. To London town, a fresh start far from it. Dreamer is one who can only find his way in moonlight, and his punishment is that he sees the dawn before the rest of the world. All right. Uh, Bixby's contract was most certainly not an overgrown cane rat. Sucket Jones, one of Molly's augmented ruffians, was suffering from a vicious mutation which cost him his mind before you were forced to end his life. Molly herself may have work for you soon, and Dante's boss has a new module for Otto. Yeah, we are here. Bixby said we'd have a drink to celebrate my success with Sucket Jones. Boy, that's a centaur who can really hold his liquor. I'm still a titch woozy. Nonsense, we should have had more. All right, Otto, let's see about the rest of today's business. After you, Miss Eddie. Hmm, I wanna check one thing. Like there, we left some spare parts in the orphanage. Can we go get them? Maybe I'll go check out the laundromat and talk to Dolores. Is that her name? Yes, Dolores Chen. Dolores looks daggers at me, best mind my manners, so she throws some real blades at me. Toss me in the mangler. Okay, no, nothing to say. Uh, yeah, Sacred Heart Orphanage. Can we go inside? Yes, there's the gears and cogs. Shiny parts that have left their machine of origin. Yeah, gather the pieces. More the merrier. What are we doing here exactly? Except getting that stuff. Stone bench. Old stone bench is just a thing for a weary dwarf to rest a spell. And me thinking that way is a sign of my age for sure. Decaying old statue, odd choice for decoration for an orphanage. Couple of handsome orphans, all things considered, and they look so much alike they can only be fraternal twins. What are you here for? Another couple trying to roust us orphans into being upstanding citizens? Don't be daft. Couples can't afford metal limbs, can they? Uh, I'm a monster hunter by trade. I reach up and touch the stock of my blunderbuss for extra effect. Not a very good one by the look of it. If they bitten off your ear off, would you have a metal glove for a head now? Ha 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 ha. Oh ho 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 ho. At least they're not poor in spirit. Take your leave. I could offer them a cigarette, okay? Well, boys, it's been a pleasure. It's time to angle on. Get moving or leave a place. Sounds good to me. We've had enough of you anyway. Yeah, we ain't got use for a bearded half pint. No way, no how. pair of orphans passed the time beside a rusty swing set. It saw rough edges and sharp twisted nails, not all safe for children to play upon. Which do you think was worse, Trudy? The Bobby stomping all over the place, yelling at nothing, or this weirdo with all the metal parts? Ask about the police presence. Did you say the police were here? What were they looking for? Why, some kind of criminal. Come back to the scene of the crime, eh? We ain't telling you nothing. Be careful of this one. Look at that cannon he's carrying around. How many children you killed with that thing? I hunt monsters, not brats. Oh yeah, sure you do. Just look at this nutter. Crazy person. Eccentric or mentally unwell person. We hunt monsters too. I killed a vampire yesterday. A vampire, you say? How'd you come out alive? I didn't. I'm one of them now. The child bears her fangs as if to frighten me. These look like a normal set of teeth to my optics. Ha! Truly, if you keep lying, nobody's ever gonna adopt you. Shut up, Horace. You're too ugly to be adopted anyway. I should hope physical appearance isn't a factor in the process. Oh, shove off and follow a hobnail, why don't you? Come on, although we better be going. Yeah, you'd better clear out. Hey, Redbeard, good riddance, and tell your tin trap to jump in the Thames. He smells like motor oil. An interesting bit of engineering for child's entertainment. It's in horrible condition now, though, and possibly dangerous. Let's check the graves and stuff. Och, the grave of a wee bairn who hadn't even the luxury of a name. What a brutal world it is, child. So we are Scottish, I guess. Because we're a dwarf, of course we're Scottish. Louis Lemoy, by the description of the sister here at the orphanage, I wonder if she was kind or the one of black-garbed vultures. Someone left a silver cufflink here. Perhaps they'll come back for it. Yeah, we've seen that. Yeah, let's see if we can go inside the building and talk to the nun or something. Don't really see what's the point, but hey, I came for the gears and now I'm here. I should see if there's anything meaningful here. Better not go in. The residents have enough problems without strange dwarves stumbling in and making more. What would I find anyway? Secret blueprints for steam orphans? That sounds like a cool idea. Steam orphans aren't bad. Exactly. Yes, they are. Yeah, they're cool. Steam orphan, or it could be a band as well. I don't know. Maybe I'll end the stream here because I played with all three characters in a single stream, so that's like an achievement unlocked. But still, I don't know. Like it does make me feel a bit disconnected. Like focusing on the exploits as one character, now play with another one. So yeah, I think a bit of I don't know, distance between the characters is good for immersion. But I'm Adventure Argonaut. Thank you for watching and bye bye.